10th, we have Vihaan, Keyaan, and Airi with the brand Ready Rookies, self-made education book kits for kids to aid them to identify existing problems.
We are Ready Rookies by Airi, Keyaan, and Vihaan, and we help our rookie readers explore their world. I am pretty sure that we all have heard cautions about the environment. Phrases like climate change is irreversible in a few years. But what will that help adults and late teenagers? It needs to start with the youth, like Greta Thunberg. At the age of 16, she started taking action to solve climate change. This is why we at Ready Rookies ready up the rookie readers to fight climate change. Keyaan, next slide.
Yeah.
Keyaan,
My screen.
no, Keyaan, your thing isn't working. Can I screen share, please? Yeah.
Okay. Hello, we are Ready Rookies by Airi, Keyaan, and Vihaan, and we help our rookie readers explore their world. I am pretty sure that we all have heard cautions about the environment. Phrases like climate change is irreversible in a few years. But what will that help adults and late teenagers? It needs to start with the youth, like Greta Thunberg. At the age of 16, she started taking action to solve climate change. This is why we are Ready Rookies ready up the rookie readers to fight climate change. So these are the books we currently have. Our goal is to spread awareness amongst the children and aid them in identifying all problems existing through cheap and affordable kits. We created kits where our books revolve around a 9-year-old boy named Rocco, who learns about the environment along with the readers. We also have 2 games and activity books to engage the readers.
These are some of the visuals from inside a book. We also have a sticker sheet to engage our young readers.
And this is the packaging design.
We looked at others who were doing similar businesses and we could only find puffin books, whose price was more expensive than ours. They didn't offer game book, fun facts, curated kits, or any continuity in their books. We noticed that we were the only unique business in India, and so we have the first movers advantage.
We surveyed about 104 people and we saw that we were getting a lot of positive responses. We saw that they wanted the kit to spread awareness and increase the actions. They also wanted to buy items from the kit separately, and they wanted the kit to be cheap and affordable for it to stand out. So we decided to sell items separately, and we decided to sell the kit at 999 rupees and our books separately at 199 rupees.
This is the homepage of the website that's under development, and we're gonna distribute this soon. And this is how we're spreading word about our business through Instagram, WhatsApp, emails, flyers, and word-to-word conversation. We managed to gather 75 followers for our Instagram and 5 purchases.
These are the testimonials we got from a 9-year-old, 8-year-old, and a 10-year-old. These testimonials help us build confidence in our product and also help us keep on continuing our business. The photo on the right is our first rookie reader.
We expect to sell 30 kits monthly as we start, but this will surely increase as the word like a business gains recognition. Our COGS per unit is 500 rupees and our total profit before taxes is 1450 rupees. Our net profit for a month is 1000 rupees, which is less, but it will increase. Units for 1 year is 370 units, and we get a profit of 13,000 rupees after taxes. Our packaging is 50 rupees with 15 rupees for the ribbon, 10 rupees for our bag, and 25 rupees for our printed logo. Thank you.
This is a huge opportunity, guys. Really interesting stuff, and I think that there were kind of 2 points that Rajiv made on some of the prior topics. One of this is that there's just not enough Indian content out there, and this will definitely be one of them, right? Which is like what's happening in India and climate change. There's just so much education that needs to happen here. There's also this component that you guys can really push on, which is Rocco, right? You can create a brand around Rocco. Like, and I don't know whether you guys would have seen, I think a few years ago was Chota Bheem and how big Chota Bheem became. I mean, that became a big business, right? And it was like an entirely indigenous character that was created. Chota Beam does this, Chota Beam
Connected
does
to the
that.
people.
Yes, we're trying to do things like
I
this.
mean,
We're gonna forget.
there's just so many, we're such an under-branded country, right? There's so much new, and these things take a life of their own, and you then sell this thing to Disney. That's your exit, sell to Disney. So there's a lot of runway here. Curious as to what market research you guys had done to just really understand, what are, and that was the second point I was thinking that Rajiv had mentioned. I'm sorry, I hope I'm not stealing your ideas, Rajiv. The idea of what are the parents thinking about? So did you do any research to ask, what is top of mind? Because you can write a book about anything, and you can write topics, and you can create characters around anything. How did you really hone in on what you wanted to focus on?
So we sent out surveys to all the different parents first to find out what they would want as minimal requirements as education for their children, and we also had a few questions that were specific to the younger children themselves, as we all knew many friends that had younger siblings, and they gave us ideas for a bit of the creative aspects. And as you said, we are planning to make Rocco into a brand. We plan on expanding and selling more Rocco related things, even a few other kits related to Rocco.
I would also like to add to this. So from the sales we made, and we like went into the neighborhood when we were asking people about the books. So they said that they liked the content, but they thought that the price was a bit high, and so we had to work on that as well. And so that was this market research in a way, right? Because we had to work on that as well. So yeah, that's all I had to.
And how are you guys distributing? Is this available in bookstores or available online? I didn't see that in your P&L when you talked about costs. I don't know whether there's a distribution cost there too, because that's going to be a big one. And there's a marketing cost as well.
Yeah, so right now we are just planning to work through Instagram and emails and flyers, and like Keyaan mentioned, word to word. But we are also building a website currently. We couldn't launch it yet because of the costs and basically the fixed cost that it had. But we are planning to launch it in the near future, and that's how we'll sell our books.
And in addition to that, we've also been reaching out to people personally and spreading out forms to get some sales.
And there's some good subscription models out there too now, where every 3 months you get a new Rocco book, and parents are buying a subscription, and they don't even have to think about it; it just shows up on their doorstep.
Yeah, so we're planning to do that, but currently we haven't yet done that, but we will do that. Thank you.
Good stuff. Good luck, guys. Can't wait to hear more about Rocco.
Thank you.
Fabulous. Again, I think it's been an eye-opening conversation for me today, guys. So thank you so much for inviting me to this event. So climate change is obviously one of the hottest topics on the planet right now. And to be honest, the ones that are going to make the biggest ruckus about it is Gen Z. Right? Because you are the ones that are going to be living way beyond when we are going to be gone. And obviously that's something that's going to impact you a lot more. Right? So I think to that extent, it is the onus of your generation to actually create the buzz around that. Right? With that in mind, and I think you've already started to choose this pathway. I think Nitin made a couple of brilliant points about how you can use the Rocco as a totem and try and create the story. I think you need to fashion yourself almost as a media company. Right, so your game here really is to become the storehouse of knowledge for India or for whatever geography that you choose to play in, but you should be the default place for the world to come to when they want to know more about the space, when they want to know more about this. And your generation is perfect for that because you're the ones that know the most about it already, right? And then you bring the rest of the world in, right? So yes, you have a product ecosystem, you have the services ecosystem, you have a revenue generation mechanism, but at the heart, you're actually a media company whose job is to create content and create community, right? So
yeah,
those are the two big things that I think you need to be thinking about. Again, passion always is the most important thing when you're getting into a startup, right? If my heart and soul wants to do it, I'm going to wake up every morning, whether it's hell or high water, and I'm going to do more and more things about it. And I'm going to spend 5-10 years, whatever it takes for it to get done. To my mind, I think that's the space that you need to think about. Again, just taking on from where Nitin started, I'm just building upon it and maybe saying that the destination is actually a media business. So best of luck.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.